welcome to Special Grade Snacks. We're your Special Grade Snacks. I'm Kay.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is the Jujutsu Kaisen rewatch podcast.
It is.
You always say rewatch, but I mean, we're kind of watching it for the first time.
Watch along, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a rewatch in that we each watch the episodes like 12 discrete times before talking about them.
This part is true.
12 is a lot. I do watch each episode like 3 times, though, at the very least.
I would say 3 times.
Yeah, because it's I watch it when it comes out, I watch it with my girlfriend, and then I watch it for notes.
Mm-hmm. And then I rewind and watch all the parts where Fushiguro cries.
Yeah. where Fushiguro epic cries.
And that's most of the episode, so that counts.
Yeah, he's a very sad boy. I figure it's at least germane to talk about because it is half of our theme song, but Bug Snacks came out.
Oh, Bug Snacks, the game, came out, yeah. I've only played it once so far. I played it on, I think, Thursday night.
I've played about an hour and a half of it, maybe, and I just can't stop saying bunger, bunger, bunger.
The bungers are funny.
I think it would be pretty funny if Fushiguro's shadow guys just said their names like Pokemon.
Fushiguro should get to have Pokemon.
I really just wanted... I wanted to summon Bunger.
No, he wouldn't summon Bunger. He's too severe for that.
Why would he not summon Bunger? Give me one good reason that Fushiguro would not summon Bunger.
Doesn't like Bunger.
Alright, I'm canceling him immediately.
No, you can't cancel my son.
I'm canceling him. Who could hate Bunger?
He's Japanese. He just doesn't like Bunger.
Hold on. I need you to walk me through that logic real quick. He's Japanese, so he doesn't like Bunger.
Not popular in Japan.
I'm sorry, just the authoritative way you said that really hit me, right?
I'm authoritative in general.
It's just not popular in Japan. You've been studying it.
You know about this. What,
yeah.
Have you not heard about this?
Yeah, no, actually we covered it in my Japanese class on Tuesday. Bunger is despised in Japan.
They hate that fucking shit.
If there's a living creature, it's got googly eyes and curly fries for legs and a burger for a body, get that shit out of here. Fuck that shit. Mm-hmm. That's considered like an act of like an act, like it's considered the same as giving someone the middle finger. To say Bunger is to say fuck you in Japanese.
Okay, well now I think Fushiguro might summon it, because if there's anything he loves, it's gotta be saying fuck you and giving people middle finger. What if he did middle finger? What would that summon? Bunger?
Yeah. He just does middle finger no jutsu and Bunger happens.
I hate it.
Oh, we love Bunger here, folks, don't we?
No.
You don't like Bunger?
Fine, we love Bunger. I think I don't like Bunger as much as other people do.
I think I am okay on the creature of Bunger, but I'm just absolutely obsessed with the voice it has.
It has a good voice.
It has a really good voice.
The name sounds like...
a slur?
It sounds like either a slur or some kind of insult. It worries me.
Yeah, a bungler is an insult, but a bunger, that's just a funny little guy who's got curly fry legs.
He is pretty funny.
And he says bunger.
He does say it.
So we watched 2 episodes this week, again.
Again?
Yeah. We watched Curse Woman Must Die, -2, and After Rain. And they were good episodes.
They're always good episodes.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that the show might be good. Starting to like... It feels a little bit early to call, but we're halfway through the core now, and it's good.
It's been good. I can't believe we're halfway through. What am I going to do when there's no more episodes?
Well, you don't have to worry about that until the end of the second core.
Oh, okay. Wait, it's going to like roll right in? There's not going to be a break?
There's probably going to be like a 1 or 2 week break, maybe.
I don't know about that.
Probably like a 2-weeker, because I think this is actually a 12 episode core, and there's normally like the seasons last like between 14 and 15-ish weeks, depending. And so it'll probably have a week or 2 of break.
Are we going to be okay?
I mean, I'm going to be fine. I've read the manga.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Oh, God, so much good shit's going to happen in the second half of this season.
Sports Festival.
Well, Goodwill Exchange event.
Sports Festival.
It's I'll tell you this, it's not a traditional tournament arc. It's not just like 1v1 square up and then just fight.
Well, yeah, it sounds like it only lasts like 2 days.
Yeah, it does.
There's only like 2 events.
Yeah, one is the team event, one is the individual event. But we're not talking about the Kyoto Exchange event arc. We're talking about Curse Womb Must Die 2. And this episode starts with Fushiguro feeling the Curse Womb (must) and dying.
Yeah, we've already succeeded.
Yeah, Curse Womb has died. All right, change the episode title then.
I know, they should have named it something else, I think.
Yeah, because Curse Womb died already. Curse Womb died last episode.
Yeah, this is like almost a flashback.
Curse Womb died when Sukuna turned it into fucking beef jerky slices.
I was also gonna say jerky strips.
Oh, they should have brought White Demon Dog back to eat those.
God damn it.
In the Full Metal Alchemist manga, every volume ends with this little like single panel of the characters who died that episode going to either heaven or hell, depending on if they you didn't know about this?
No.
Yeah, like at the end of the second volume, which is the one with the Nina Alexander and Shao Tucker stuff, there's like a little drawing of Nina and Alexander going to heaven and Shao Tucker burning in hell.
But it categorizes every dead character?
Yeah, every character. Like there's you remember how in the fifth laboratory part in the first season where Barry the Chopper just throws a knife into that one dude's face that's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
Sure. Yeah.
That guy gets included in that panel, and it's like, well, this guy went to heaven. I was on, and he's got like a little speech bubble.
He was in the military. I don't know.
I know. He's got like a little speech bubble coming off, and it's like, wow. He's like, Mom, I'm going to heaven, even though I was just in one panel.
Good for him. All right.
Yeah. But I was just saying that we should see the demon dog (white) eating the jerky strips of the curse demon, the curse womb, and then on its way to heaven.
Oh, he loved to eat curses. Remember when he ate those curses?
God, he did love to eat those. Yeah. Oh God, I need a gif of that thing of just like it and the black demon dog just chomping in the foreground.
God, they were loving it.
They were loving it. But then Sukuna says, "Nothing personnel, kid," and teleports behind Fushiguro.
He does!
Fushiguro feels like a static happen, and then like Sukuna just walks out from behind him. And he's like, hey bro, sorry, your buddy's kind of shit out of luck in here. He's having a hard time turning back. And I'm gonna make it so that he can't. And then he rips off his shirt, and this is the third episode in a row in which Sukuna has shredded Yuji's clothes. Not an episode in a row.
He hates wearing a shirt.
He hates.
He didn't do it in his past life, so he's not used to the feeling.
Yeah, he only wore like what did he wear? Is it a yukata? Yukata?
Yeah, I guess with just like his chest open, but you can't really do that in like a hoodie.
I mean, you could, but Itadori is just not feeling those kind of vibes.
Why doesn't Sukuna just tailor the hoodie with his big long claws? He just shreds it instead.
Yeah, he just rips it off and then jams his fist, then just his fucking Temple of Doom ass, jams his own hand into the chest and grabs the heart, rips it out and throws it on the ground and is like, alright, now I'm holding this kid hostage. I can survive without that thing, but this kid is not gonna do that.
Yeah, so like Itadori can't switch back because then he'll be dead.
Yeah, and Fushiguro is like, I know this kid. I know Itadori would switch back, and Sukuna's like, dude, this guy was like just screaming like 30 seconds ago about how he didn't want to die. He was crying like a little
baby. You didn't even see. It was so cringe.
He was being a little baby bitch about it.
Me and the big curse were laughing at him. We were pointing and laughing with salad.
Oh, I haven't thought about that one in a minute. But yeah, and then Sukuna's like, oh yeah, and just for good measure, and chomps down on a fingy.
Yeah, he got a fingy. That guy, he was hiding it in him.
Now we are at 3 out of Sukuna's 20 fingies.
Yeah, the number of fingies will start mattering apparently.
Yeah, it's a ranking scale. You got your grade 4. You got your grade 4, 3, 2, 1 special grade, and then you've also got your how many Sukuna fingers are you?
Yeah, this is like fixing the problem that he was talking about before of the special grade being too flat.
Yeah. his nails grow. He said Sukuna said time to go femme mode with this finger power.
He loves to have the long nails.
He does love to, and I do love to see him with the long nails, I will say.
It's good.
And he says, okay, I'm gonna do a twisted thing and just kill you for no real reason now. Tee-hee-hee.
He really says for no particular reason. My choice.
Yeah, and then we get the OP, and it's still good. I think it's gonna be like, by the end of this year, it'll probably be my most listened to song on Last FM.
I continue to really like the part where he's on the train and then the music is quieter and then you see the scary face in the reflection. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, it's really good. I've watched the OP enough times that when I listen to the song independently, I can just like play the OP in my head. Like I see the visuals with perfect clarity.
I do all the moves along with the glasses teacher.
I do the pandas parkour. So yeah, we get back from the OP and we get like this image of like some gears and Fushiguro.
Now we have to learn Fushiguro's backstory and his
and he says the only thing granted equally to all is an unfair reality, which is a slightly different translation than from the manga, which is I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I like the translation of the manga a little bit better, which is the only thing fair about life is how unfair it is to everyone. Which is slightly different.
I feel like that one in the manga is like more cliche. I feel like more people say it that way than this way.
Yeah, that's fair. The only thing fair about I can see that. And then he has a vision of someone who died, a girl, and it's like okay, can't have that. Okay, those visions are over. Time to square the fuck up. This is when Fushiguro's like, Itadori's gonna come back, and Sukuna says,
yeah, he was like, actually Sukuna, he will definitely kill himself, and then to himself he's like, no, he's gonna be fine, don't worry.
And Sukuna just says, nah bro, he's a fucking pussy.
He also says omoshiroi at this part.
He does say omoshiroi,
which always makes me clap and point.
But Fushiguro is like, okay, my plan is I don't think I can beat this guy, but him not having a heart is definitely going to make things a little bit harder for him. So I have to make him think that he can't beat me without the heart. I need to make him put the heart back in order to beat me.
Yeah, because he like sees that the hands are grown back, so he knows that he can grow stuff back.
Yeah. And he says, I don't know if I can do this. And then he says, it's not a matter of can, it's a matter of I will. And then the music that kicks in here is so fucking good.
It's good music. It's exciting.
The music genre is good. Mm-hmm. And there's some like good. This fight is a lot more developed than it was in the manga. Fushiguro starts swinging at Sukuna, and Sukuna is like just dodging and weaving with his hands in his pockets, and like
yeah.
He summons Fushiguro summons Nue, the bird Skulltula guy, and is also attacking with him, and Sukuna's like, almost shiroi. You use jujutsu, but you're not afraid to mix it up. Hold on, I'm gonna see his exact phrasing in the manga is very funny to me. Hold on. It says, interesting, a Shikigami user who isn't afraid to mix it up. I'm really like, you know that thing that the football and baseball players have been doing lately, where they do like the mix it up gesture.
And what is Fushiguro summon when he does that gesture?
A blender. He puts Sukuna in it and says, "See you in hell, you stupid fruit."
Delicious. If you drink blended Sukuna, does that count as getting all the fingers?
Yeah, you get 3 fingy.
Oh, pretty good.
So Sukuna is like, you use more curse energy. Put more curse into your hits, you dumb piece of shit. And Fushiguro's like, all right, I'm gonna do this shit. And summons his snake, and the snake like jumps up from the ground, lifts Sukuna up into the up into the sky with its mouth, and then Nue flies in and like causes lightning to strike Sukuna. Yeah,
I guess the bird has electric moves, which I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, the bird. I was not aware of it at this point in the manga. This is something that I think comes up later, but it's not really explicated at this point in the manga that the bird can do lightning.
Kind of a Zapdos type guy.
Yeah, kind of a Zapdos type guy. But then Sukuna is like, he's like, interesting, and then explodes the snake in half.
The snake is dead now. I hope no one was attached to the snake. His name was Orochi, if you didn't know.
I hope you didn't get attached to the snake in the 2 scenes that it was in.
Yeah, one time it kind of helped save Kugasaki, I think.
Yep.
And then it was here and it died.
Yeah. Criticizing these episodes for being cringe because they were very light on Kugasaki content. It does have a couple of good things about her though, but we'll get to that later. Because Sukuna says, "Okay, my turn," and just throws Fushiguro a fucking mile, and he does the fucking Tien Shinhan volleyball spike move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just blasts him around.
Yeah, he throws him up into the air and then teleports into the air behind him and slams him onto the roof, and he just gets obliterated. Nue carries him away, but Sukuna is just beating him to shit.
Yeah.
And after he's crashed and is just barely clinging to life,
he literally goes through at least 5 or 10 walls. I think he should be died.
He should possibly be died.
I think at least most of his bones should be broken.
Yeah, I do have that is a small complaint that I have about this, which is Sukuna is this is more drawn out than in the manga. In the manga, Sukuna does fucking do the spike on him, but I feel all the Sakuga added makes it feel so much more brutal, which is I don't know.
I need them to say that Fushiguro is buffeting the blows with curse energy or something, because otherwise it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, his aura of his Nen aura.
Aura of please don't break every cell in my body.
Yeah. His aura of protect my bones no jutsu.
Please no breaky.
So Fushiguro is he's pretty beaten, and he's all right, I gotta let Nue go, or else I'm gonna lose. I already lost Demon Dog White, and
he explicitly says here that the White Demon Dog and the snake are dead forever, so everyone, we have no hope. We are all saluting.
We have no hope, we have no jobs, we have no Demon Dog White.
And the snake, if you cared.
Yeah, but he's okay, Nue, get out of here, I don't want you to die, and Nue just turns into goop and melts.
Yeah.
And Sukuna's dude, you're fucking nutty. It's a shame I gotta kill you for no reason.
Yeah, he's oh, your technique is very interesting. And he's saying this when we have absolutely no context about what he means. He's oh, you don't use charms, you use shadows? And it's I've never seen anyone do this either way, so I don't understand, Mr. Sukuna.
Yeah, but I think that builds. I think that we get more explanation about Shikigami users later on, but I think that does help add some dressing that is later filled in.
It's cool, but I'm okay, buddy.
Yeah,
if you say so.
Yeah, now we know that Fushiguro is special.
I already knew he was special.
Which, that also comes into play at the end, because, at the end of episode 6, when Maki is you have to, train your shadows, you have to, train your Shikigami really well in order to actually, use them for weapon storage and shit. And, I guess the implication is that, most people are using charms to summon them and not just, shadow puppetry, and... from my this is I don't really have much basis for this, but my interpretation is that Fushiguro's Shikigami summons are extensions of himself, as they do literally come out of his shadow, Yeah,
I don't really know. It does seem they talk more about the way that the spells work and stuff is they're innate to you when you're born, basically.
Except for Shikigami.
But then again, except for these ones, maybe.
Maybe except for these ones. It's not entirely clear.
Yeah.
We will learn. And Sukuna is I can't believe you're doing this much for this guy. He's not even worth that fucking much. And Fushiguro says, time to have my flashback happen. And he remembers his sister, who says...
Her name is Sumiki.
Sumiki, thank you. She says, bro, if I've got time to curse, I got time to nurse, parentheses, my friendships.
I'm nice. I hope nothing bad happens to me. It wouldn't be deserved.
She dies of sick, I think.
She dies of upside down. And then we get a very poggers line for you and me, which is the part where Fushiguro says, my father, who named me Megumi with no regard for my gender. Because, Megumi is, a traditional... Yeah, it's a girl name.
Yeah, my Japanese professor is named Megumi.
It's a cool name. I like it.
It is. I do love you, Megumi Fushiguro.
You can just name your kid whatever you want, I guess.
I guess you can. Yeah. And then he gets mad because his dad ditched him. And is just like living scot-free, even though like...
I guess it's Fushiguro is very vague about this. He doesn't even really say this girl is his sister. I just figured it out.
Yeah, you did your massive brain calculations, but Fushiguro is like, yeah, it fucking sucks that like my sister was a really nice person and she died, and then my dad was like a piece of shit. He named me Megumi without even knowing whether I was a boy or girl, and then
he didn't even know I was trans. This is so fucked up.
He didn't know.
You're supposed to know right when the baby comes out.
Yeah, but he's like, it's unfair that like the nicest person in my life fucking died of sick, and the worst person in my life, my piece of shit dad, who balanced and is still just like cavorting, like we're doing whatever nowadays. And he says that Jujutsu sorcerers are a cog in the machine of retribution, but he wants more people to enjoy fairness, if only a few, which is making me do thinking emoji, because it's very similar to the thing that Itadori's grandpa said of like, save whoever you can, even if it's only one person.
But Fushiguro says he saves people unequally. He only wants to save good people, which is kind of the difference there. And then later they're like, we're both valid, is what Itadori says.
Yeah. But he says, he says, I'm gonna do this shit. And the music kicks in. Sukuna is like, fucking swing, bro. You had better swing.
Yeah, he starts like chanting a powerful curse of some sort, and then he just stops.
Yeah, he's like, I will summon 8-handed. Oh. And then like he kind of just like the music all fades out, and the aura surrounding Fushiguro also fades out, and he's like, oh, and then like we get like this nice shot of like Fushiguro from the side, and like his eyes aren't really drawn in this shot, but there's like a lock of his hair with like rain dripping off of it, which is like right in front of where his eyes would be if they were there.
He's metaphorically crying.
He's metaphorically crying.
He wouldn't really cry because he's a man. He would do it as a metaphor.
Yeah, absolutely. He says, I had no reason to save you back then. I didn't want to see someone good die. I'm not a hero, I'm a Jujutsu sorcerer. And then we see that Sukuna has faded away because Itadori has come back. And then he dies forever, and we will never see him again. And
so sad.
And,
at least we have Fushiguro.
Yeah, Kugisaki Nobara is now the protagonist of this. She's upgraded from tritagonist to protagonist.
She deserves it.
She does. Right before he dies, he says, "Live a long life."
Okay, bro.
And then Fushiguro starts crying, and it's
maybe take your own advice, bro.
I think it's a nice moment. It makes me feel things. Even though he definitely like the amount of time he stays dead is like comical even by like a shonen standard.
Like the last half of this episode, basically.
Yeah, like Goku stayed dead longer than this.
Well, we saw him like in heaven, right?
Goku?
Yeah. So it's not like he was off screen.
Yeah, that's true. But like, for Itadori like we see Itadori at the start of the next episode, and then by like before the eye catch of the next episode, he's alive again. We get our eye catch, and then after the eye catch, we go and see an interesting group of people who we have never seen before. Right? This is the first time we see them.
Yeah, it's the Rude Boys. You know them from the OP. Or if you're me, you only saw one of them in the OP and didn't notice the other three. It's
the Rude Boys, whose names are Jogo, Geto, Dagon, and Hanami.
Yeah, okay. So there's the Rude Window Man. We all know him.
We know him.
His name is Geto.
Geto, yeah.
And then Jogo is the Volcano Headman.
Yes.
I don't know the jellyfish's name.
Dagon.
Dagon?
Dagon.
Okay. And then there's the like eye stalk creature.
Yeah, Hanami. I love Hanami. Hanami is so fucking cool.
Hanami like talks with reverse telepathy of some
sort.
Yeah,
the way that his voice is done is like it's someone speaking just like Japanese, but then they like reverse the audio and add a lot of distortion to it to make it sound like weird curse speech. And he has some like pithy comment, and Jogo screams at him like, "Don't stop fucking talking. We can't understand you." And it's creepy that even though we can't understand what you're saying, the meaning is beamed right into our brains.
It would be creepy.
And you know what this is making me think of? It's like, this is what it's like to talk to anyone from Animal Crossing. Like, you just go up to Isabel, and she's like, and like it's being
God, why do I understand?
Yeah, it's being beamed into your brain.
Dear God. Anyway, these guys have a fun time.
Yeah, they walk into a restaurant and someone is like, table for one, and Geto looks at her and is like, yes, just one, please.
You can't see my evil little friends. Do you get it?
And then after they go into the... Oh, yeah, so we find out that these guys are the ones who were responsible for Curse Womb getting the Sukuna thingy.
Yeah, they gave it the finger.
Yeah.
Just to see what would happen.
And it summoned Bunger.
It did.
Then we just go to, like, the fucking...
The morgue of the school.
The morgue of the school, parentheses regular.
My normal school and its morgue.
My normal school and its extremely regular morgue. And Gojo is back, and Gojo's back from his vacation. He's very mad because he knows that people definitely 100% set Yuji up to die. They, like, took advantage of his absence to be like, yeah, let's send these first years off to take care of this shit. This special grade.
It's too strong for them. They shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. And he's like, maybe I should just kill all the... I loved your take on it, which was just Gojo saying, I should use kill all boomers no jutsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just talking to Ijichi about it. And then my absolute fucking wife, 100%, Shoko Ieri, walks in and is like, all right, time to start analyzing this dead teen corpse.
I can't wait to chop up this dead child.
Yeah, and I love this character. This character design is, like, so simple but so good. She just looks, she's extremely tired. She has a mole, and, like, I can't tell if it's makeup or bags under her eyes, but either way, it's great.
Definitely not makeup, because that's not the way you do makeup.
I mean, it could be improperly applied makeup. Lord knows I've done that with my makeup before. That's what eyeshadow is, right?
No. She's like the evil lady from the newest Pokemon, but a doctor and sleepy. Do you know who I mean?
I'm thinking.
Like Chairman Rose's
yes,
friend?
yes. I know. Yeah, I get exactly what you mean. She says that Ijichi is a Naisu guy.
He is a Naisu guy.
Yeah, but
he's pretty Naisu with it.
But Ijichi is like, keep talking about me, keep gassing me up.
Yeah, I think he's horny here.
He might be.
Sure.
It's kind of hard to say.
I think he's horny.
Oh yeah, okay. So then we get to Kugisaki and Fushiguro, who are like sitting outside this shrine. Parentheses, not malevolent.
Yeah, they're having summer depression.
Yeah, they're having summer depression. They're having conversation, and Kugisaki's like, "Is this your first time having a partner die?" And Fushiguro's like, "Yeah, one my age."
Is he talking about his sister here? I was like wondering about that.
It is a different translation in the manga. Kugisaki says, "Hey," in the manga, Kugisaki says, "Is this the first time a friend of yours has died?" And Fushiguro says, "A classmate, yeah," which is better. I mean, just based on what I know of what I know.
He's implying his sister, right? Like that's what I'm supposed to get here.
I guess so. Like. I think that the translation in this, I think that our translation in the anime was a little bit foggier than what the one in the manga was, at least per the Viz translation that I'm looking at.
I mean, I just took it as like someone older than him has died.
Yeah.
Or like someone that he wasn't directly on a team with.
Yeah. But yeah. I kind of hate this line from Kugisaki here. Because Kugisaki is like, you look like you're holding up pretty well given that, and Fushiguro's like, well, yeah, you're the one so look who's talking. And she says something that's like, I'm not some simple woman who cries over some guy I just barely met. And then we see her lip quivering because she is about to cry. And I just, it's phrased slightly better in the manga, but not. I still don't like that. Like I would not mind Kugisaki. I don't mind Kugisaki having emotions. I mind the I'm not some simple woman who would have emotions.
Yeah, I'm not like other girls. Yeah, I wouldn't cry.
It's in the manga. It's slightly better. It's not like I still don't love it, but in the manga she says, I'm not the kind of girl who cries over a guy like that, and similar like.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah. A little better, but they're both very sad about it.
Don't be sad anymore, because there's some new friends here to meet you.
Yeah, because we have my other 100%. You are my other fucking daughter, Zen and Maki. kicks down the door and says, "What is this, a fucking funeral?
Why are you guys fucking sad? What the hell?
Gonna cry? Gonna piss your pants?"
You guys are acting like your friend that you just met just died in front of you. How cringe.
And she has her friends Panda and we later learn Inumaki peek their heads up from behind like a statue, and they're like, Maki, did you not hear someone actually fucking died? And then
she really did die.
She has this great line read, which I'm not going to try in Japanese, but in the manga, you are a little late. And like her line read in Japanese is very similar to that. It's just like the only thing moving in the animation is like her mouth, which is like moving at like 1 frame per second. It's really good.
Yeah, she's like, now I look like some kind of heartless demon, and they say, yes, that is what you look like.
Yeah, and then Fushiguro is like, oh yeah, these are our second years at Jujutsu Tech High
These
School.
are our senpais. I do not respect any of them.
Yeah, I don't respect any of you freaks. And so we get the rundown. We get Zen and Maki, who is an extremely powerful cursed weapons user.
You don't call her by her last name.
She
doesn't like that.
She despises it. We meet Toge Inumaki, who is voiced by Kei Tsukishima from Haikyuu. And he's a cursed speech user. And then he says, that's Panda. He's a panda. And then he's like, and then moving on, there's also Okotsu Senpai, who's the only one of these freaks that I respect.
But he's not here. He's overseas.
Yeah, he's
so
overseas.
You'll never see him.
I've been talking about this a little bit, but Okotsu is the subject of the prequel manga. There's like a 4-chapter prequel manga that covers his story entirely. As of chapter 128 in the manga, he has not shown up. Mm-hmm. So if you want, they might do like an OVA about him or something. I'm not entirely sure how they would.
That would make a lot of sense.
That would be really cool. But if you're curious about him in the meantime, you can go read the prequel manga.
It's spoilers. Don't do it. It's a trick. I read 1 chapter and then the 2nd chapter tried to spoil me, so I put it down and I said, no, I won't be tempted, foul demon.
To be clear, by spoilers, Kay means that she almost found out the details of what Inumaki's powers are, and that's it.
That's spoilers.
You're gonna find out what that is in like 1 episode.
Well, I don't know it now.
Okay, fine. In 1 week you will read the manga.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
Anyway, he can only say sushi recipe ingredients.
Yeah,
I think.
Inumaki,
Is that right?
Inumaki can only say it explains a little bit more in the manga where he's like he's a user of cursed speech, and he communicates only in completely inert words, which is sushi ingredients. He says tuna mayo and mustard leaf.
He says bonito flakes.
He does say Caro Caro bonito flakes.
And we all say, we love you, funny boy.
We love you, little funny mouth boy.
If you do anything gross with your tongue or your mouth, you're disowned. But for now, I love you.
So we find out about the Kugisaki is like, hey, are you gonna tell me anything else about this fucking panda? Like, it's
no, the running joke of the panda is the panda will not be explained.
Yeah, you'll get some information about the panda in the 2nd core, but until then, just he's panda.
You must accept the panda for panda.
Yeah.
Or you can cancel the panda if you want. I'm not defending the panda.
If you can't accept panda for panda, then why are you even here?
I think I might cancel the panda.
Hater.
My choice.
What is it with you and the panda?
I mean, I read that 1st chapter of the manga, and he asked about titties.
Yeah, he asked, hey, Okotsu, do you like big or small titties?
And he said I like normal ones.
Yeah, he said I like naturals, not big naturals, just naturals.
And then the panda is like, okay, Maki, you have a shot with him, which I guess is like a boob insult or something.
I'm not entirely sure what that joke is.
I guess she's got normals.
She's got normals. So yeah, this is when we find out about the Kyoto Goodwill event, when they're like, okay, yeah, all of us from the Tokyo, there's 2 Jujutsu schools in the world.
We've heard about the 2nd school.
Yeah.
It lives in Kyoto, and the headmaster is that yucky old man.
Yeah, that gross old man, and we have to go there. And there's a 2-day event. The first day is a team event. The second day is a individual event. And we need you first years to join, because even though there's normally a second and third year, the third years are all suspended because of something that happened last year. We won't talk about that.
We won't explain this.
Yeah, no need to explain this now.
I accept it implicitly.
Yeah, and Kugisaki says, so what happens at this event? Is it Smash Brothers? I won't lose if it's the Wii version. I'll do a Meteor Smash so you can't recover. And this is the moment that solidified her as a character custom designed in a lab for me. Like, 100%. Like if I... If it turned out that me, like, if time traveling me somehow, like, was responsible for this character design, like, if I 20 years from now, change my name to Gege Akutami and then travel back in time to write and draw the entirety of Jujutsu Kaisen, that will make sense, because I will have made Kugisaki Nobara directly for me.
It's kind of cringe she plays Brawl.
Shut the fuck up. Project M is a real game. She plays Project M. She doesn't play Brawl.
Alright, whatever. The Wii version.
The Wii version. She says she'll do a Meteor Smash.
Alright. I guess she likes tripping.
They took that out in Project M. Come on. Fushiguro is like, or no, Kugisaki's like, won't this be like a really busy time of year too? Like, can we really spare the Jujutsu sorcerers? And Panda's like, yeah, that's a good question. The start of this summer is going to be a bit rough, but things will settle down after a while, because like there's like a bunch of swimsuit models like holding up like it's
I don't really understand this part, but basically they're just sweeping under the rug that they have been understaffed recently.
Yeah,
because they want to have a sports tournament.
Yeah, they have a sports tournament, and they're like, we're gonna, the next month or so is gonna be rough because it's like the start of summer and everyone gets like weird emotions and everything. So Curse is gonna be really strong for the next like month or so, but after that we'll have the Goodwill event once things quiet down a little bit. I just like this thing because it's like in order to display this, we just see like a visual of like some like in a boxing match, like someone who like the ladies who walk around in a bikini with the number held up, they're just like standing there with things that say like seasonal depression and stuff on it. Whenever I look out my window and it is dark at 4 p.m., there is a small swimsuit model in my brain who holds up a sign that says "You have sad," and I say I have sad. And then they're both like, yeah, we got to get stronger for Yuji. And this is when I noticed that Panda has an I Heart Panda armband on.
Listen, if you're not going to gas yourself up, who will?
Really, honestly, like, I really want Fushiguro to show up with like, just like a little like cartoon drawing of himself with like a heart around it. You got to practice radical self-love. If you don't love yourself, who will? I
imagine the panda is like it's like wearing like a pride pin. He's like supporting panda rights. You know?
Oh, you think this is the panda being like, okay, this is the equivalent of a bear pride flag?
Yeah, because he's discriminated against for being a talking animal.
Yeah, he thinks that like he sees like the bear pride flag and he's like, they're like me. And then he shows up to a meeting which is a bunch of burly hairy men.
He would fit in.
He would fit in. He's burly and hairy.
His fingers are kind of upsetting to look at.
A little bit, yeah. And then we go back to Geto and the gang at the restaurant, and we hear a little bit about Jogo, Volcano Man. His boss wants to reverse the position of curses and human. And Jogo basically says humans are fake friends because they have positive emotions, but they say negative things also, whereas curses are just pure, like, lie-free, like, no lies detected curse bad energy. And that's...
He says curses are true, pure beings.
Yeah. And he's like, and that's why we need your help to defeat the Jujutsu sorcerers. And Geto is like, okay, two things. You're going to have to incapacitate Satoru Gojo. You're going to have to get Sukuna Ryomen and Itadori Yuji on your side. And Jogo's like, wait, isn't that Yuji kid, like, dead? Like, what? And Geto's like,
You thought he was dead, dummy, idiot. I'm laughing at you.
And then we go back to the morgue and we get like a little zoom into the chest cavity where Sukuna pulled Itadori's heart out, and we see Sukuna sitting atop a throne of bones, thrones.
He loves that shit.
A bone throne?
A bone throne.
Yeah, okay. It's a bone throne where he bones.
He better not bone in there.
Just fucking in your mind palace.
No.
And that's the end of the episode.
Or is it?
We get a Juju stroll.
This one is really good.
I love this Juju stroll because Maki and Inumaki, that's interesting.
I know. That's how I remember Inumaki's name. I'm like, okay, he's like if Maki was a puppy.
Oh, that's good. But they're both like, Panda, you stink. And Panda's like, I don't sweat. I don't take baths, but I don't sweat, and I use Febreze every day.
Febreze every day.
Therefore, I don't stink. And then they go to Fushiguro and Kugasaki, and they're like, hey, can you give this guy a whiff and tell us if he smells or not?
Smell our big panda friend?
There's like a really good like few seconds animation of like Kugasaki
they
like
sniff for like 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, Kugasaki like wafts the smell of panda into her mouth. Or into her nose. It's so funny. And then Fushiguro is like, no, he smells kind of like sunshine. And then Maki and Kugasaki are both like, sunshine? Like they're shocked at him saying something so nice.
No. This is my Japanese fun fact.
Oh, hit me. Ready? Yeah.
Yeah. Fushiguro specifically says he smells like Ohisama, which is like apparently because he, like Hinata from Haiku,
yes,
is sun because he, the he is sun in Japanese.
Gotcha.
But if you call it Ohisama, that's the way like little kids say sun. Like he's like the big sun in the sky, like he's your buddy, is your Ohisama. So they're very surprised at him saying it like a little kid would.
That's so good.
Isn't it so cute? This is big Fushiguro baby moments. He said the sun is my big guy friend.
He said he smells like my big friend the sun.
Yes, he did.
Now we do our snacks interlude where we it's the intermission, so let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves some snacks. There's not a lot of snacks in these episodes.
A fingy gets eaten.
A fingy gets eaten, and Itadori drinks some Heaven's Cola.
Inumaki says a lot of snacks.
He does say a lot of snacks, but I don't think we can count those.
Which of the things he says would you most like to eat?
What does he say? He says bonito flakes. He says tuna mayo. He says mustard leaf, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think he says spicy mayo at some point. Spicy mayo, I love that shit.
Yeah, I'm a slut for an aioli. Mm-hmm. The Heaven's Cola looked nice because when it like gets sprayed everywhere, it kind of reminded me of like a Coke slushie, and I'm like, damn, I could go for a Coke slushie right now.
God.
I miss when there was a 7-Eleven around the corner for me, and also when we weren't in a pandemic, so I could walk down to the 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee. Yeah,
slushy market is just absolutely tanking in the pandemic.
Yeah.
You can't make a slushie at home. It's almost impossible.
Yeah, so that's that episode.
Let's do the next episode. This one is called After Rain. And it picks up right where we left off with the dimension that is inside of Itadori, which is a dimension of many, many ribs.
Yes.
This is more ribs than Itadori has, but it's a hell dimension, so anything goes, baby.
There's I'm not trying to like put the Crunchyroll translators on blast because I know that like they get crunched to shit on all of this stuff. But I dislike the translation that happened here for this like beginning exchange between Sukuna and Itadori inside Sukuna's mind palace. Because in the anime, it's like, don't, like, look at me. Or, what does he say? It's like, don't look at me.
Sukuna's like, don't look inside me like that.
Yeah.
And then Itadori says, well, come down here and I'll look down on you.
Which, in the manga, it makes a lot more sense. Because the manga, it's Sukuna up on, like, his bone throne and Itadori down at the foot of it. And Sukuna says, don't look up at me without permission. It's annoying. And then Itadori says, then get down here so I can look down on you. Which is, like, that makes sense.
Yeah, I wonder if it must be a translation problem, right? Because that that translation really just doesn't make sense with the actual scene itself.
Right.
Like I don't speak Japanese, but I imagine that's not really what they said. Probably.
I
don't know. Anyway, Sukuna says, "Welcome to my twisted mind palace. This is my." Is it his innate domain, or is it like...
This is his innate domain.
Yeah, this is his innate domain. And he says, I have a deal for you. I have a proposition, if you choose to accept it. Which is, I'll bring you back to life, because I'm such a nice guy. And all you have to do is promise to let me take over your body for a minute whenever I ask.
Whenever he chants extension, which, slightly different in the manga. In the manga, he says, unchain is his, like, word to take over.
Yeah, whatever the safe word is. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
There's a really good exchange between them where Sukuna is like, "Hey, don't be so mean. I fixed your arm," and then Itadori is like, "Yeah, then you ripped my fucking heart out, dude.
You killed me. You directly killed me. You can't trick me. You can't gaslight me on this one, bro."
I'm 100% dead because of you. This sucks. I hate hell. Is this hell? I don't want to spend hell forever with you.
Yeah, he's like, I thought I was fine with dying, but if my afterlife is hanging out with you, I don't know about this one, Chief.
Yeah, but then they have a little scuff between them, and it's Itadori like hucks one of the like things that looks like a cow skull up it. Like, I'm looking at this and it looks more and more like a cow skull the more I look at it.
I think it could be a cow skull, but I mean, there's like cow demons, I'm sure.
Yeah. He hucks it at Sukuna. Sukuna jumps on top of like the giant ribcage spine structure, and then Itadori runs up and tries and like goes to hit him, but then like punches the ground, and Sukuna's like, he's going for my footing, and then Itadori has a really good line read where he's like, "Gotcha," and tries to kick him.
But he didn't. He didn't get him.
He didn't get him. Sukuna kicks him into the water below and makes it. There's some really good sound effects on this.
Yeah, and Sukuna sits on his ass for the rest of their conversation.
And then he says, "We must make a gas, a code gas."
A code gay ass, yeah.
Yeah.
He says, first off, he says, like, actually, I don't want to die now because I'll get to see something interesting. And he flashbacks to Fushiguro, and I'm like, what does this mean? Okay, bro.
What does this mean?
Who knows what it could mean, but he wants to see Fushiguro do something interesting, so he'd like to not die.
Yeah.
And then he says that a pact founded in mutual interest is a key factor behind Jujutsu.
Yeah.
And then that makes me wonder, like, what are Fushiguro's guys getting out of the deal, you know?
Yeah. That is a good question, actually. I don't know if the manga has explored that. Maybe it has, and I just completely forgot.
There's a pack. Maybe he gives them snacks or something.
Oh,
like
maybe maybe Kugisaki's saying "give this boy all the jerky in the world" was like instructive, and Fushiguro was like, I have to portion out this jerky so that I can reward them every time they do something good. I can't just upend the jerky bag into this guy's mouth because he did one thing really good."
Listen, Kugisaki, don't get involved in our gay ass. You don't know how much jerky we've agreed to already.
I have to say, Sukuna saying we have to make a binding vow, a gas. That made me turn into the galaxy brain thing, and I finally understood what code gas the anime means.
I still don't, because I haven't seen that one.
It just means that it's a binding vow.
I still say it like gay ass.
Yeah.
That's how you remember how to say it.
Yeah. You look at Sukuna and you think gay ass.
God, I wish. Anyway, Itadori says, I'll take your deal. Not. And then he punches him. I'm like, I feel like this shouldn't count. You took a long time to say the not.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'll take your deal. And Sukuna's like, oh, hell yeah. And he like gets up and he's all ready to shake hands. And then Itadori says, like I would. And it's him.
Bitch.
Yeah. Sukuna says, okay, how about this? We'll have a fight to the death. And if you win, then I'll bring you back to life with no stipulation, no handshake. And if I win, then you have to accept my terms. And these are the terms. He can come be in charge for 1 minute whenever he asks. He's not allowed to kill or injure anyone, but Itadori will forget that he made this deal. And Itadori says, okay, we'll fight to the death. And Sukuna immediately chops his head in half.
It's so good. In both the anime and the manga, he's in the middle of saying, like, yeah, I'm going to kick your butt. And then his head gets cut in half. Just like from the bridge of the nose upwards, just gone.
Yeah, and immediately it like cuts to the morgue again.
Yeah.
From that.
Yeah.
So Ajichi and Gojo are talking, and Gojo says, I have a bad personality, and Ajichi says, I know.
Yeah, and then Gojo reveals his communist master plan, which is that he wanted to make comrades out of his students.
Yeah, he says, you know why I became a teacher? It's because if I killed all the corrupt old people, they'd just become more corrupt old people.
Yeah.
But if I teach the children, then they will one day be in charge, and everything will be good again.
You can't do trickle down jujutsu sorcery. You need to do pump priming.
Yeah, he's doing grassroots jujutsu.
Exactly.
And then he tries to introduce even more characters to me. I say, don't you fucking dare, Gojo.
It's our second episode in a row with a mention of Okotsu. It's the same guy who Fushiguro is like, this is the only freak that I respect. And then there's also, I don't remember the other...
Hikari, who is a third year.
has not shown up in the manga.
So I guess he's suspended.
He's suspended. He did evil. He did evil. Maybe.
I guess. But Gojo says those two guys are gonna be as good as me one day. And then also Itadori could have been, but he's fucking ate shit and I'm so sad about it. And then Itadori says, I'm alive and my dick is out.
in the manga, he says, whoa, full frontal. And then here's my little Japanese fact, because when Gojo goes over to him, he says, Okairi, and then Itadori says, hi, tadaima, which is like, it's not exclusively used for this, but like, it's like, when you get home, you get home from school and your mom would be like, Okairi, and you'd be like, tadaima, when you walk in the door. And it's nice.
And then there's a different one you say if you're visiting.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is.
I know about this. It's like, pardon my intrusion. I don't know what it is in Japanese.
Yeah. I haven't, that's Japanese 102. I'm only taking 101.
That's fine. You're not going into any Japanese houses right now. There's a pandemic.
Yeah, yet.
Okay, so Itadori and Gojo high five to celebrate his miraculous recovery of not having a heart.
Yeah, and Shoko is like, damn, I was kind of looking forward to that, to like cutting this boy up.
Yeah, she really wanted to chop him up and discover the mysteries of why he can lift 10,000 pounds.
Yeah, why he can lift 10,000 pounds and also why he is an adequate vessel for Ryomen Sukuna.
Anyway, we go back to the Rude Man Squad. They're still in the cafe, but now we're like hearing about what the cafe workers are thinking. This guy's like, I work at the cafe to support my 4 little sisters, but the vibes from this table are so whack that I'm quitting right now and I'm running away forever.
It's so good. This guy landed like at the hold on, I'm gonna pull up the popularity poll, because this guy did place pretty high on the popularity poll.
He's a popular guy. He's smart enough to get out when he knows shit is going down. He supports his 4 little sisters, who all call him Oni.
So
Oni-chan or something.
I'm gonna just go down this. I'm just gonna go down this list real quick of the top. I'm gonna go until we get to the quitting waiter on this list, which will not be as far as you'd think. So number 1 with 21,735 votes is Itadori Yuji. Fushiguro is like right behind him with only 600 votes left. Then Gojo, then Inumaki at number 4, which is incredible.
Damn.
Then a character you haven't met yet, and then Kugasaki. Then Okotsu. Number 7 for a character who does not show up in the manga proper.
Are they counting the prequel or what?
Yeah, they are counting the prequel, but like these are votes from the audience. This is audience vote.
Oh, Inumaki must do epic stuff in the prequel then.
He does some kind of epic stuff, I guess. Then okay, so after Okotsu, it's a guy you haven't met yet, and then Itadori's special friend.
Oh, we're gonna meet him. I'm sure. I have a lot of thoughts about him. We'll talk about that next time.
Then at number 10 is Sukuna. 11.
What?
11 is a character you haven't met yet. 12 is Maki. 13 is Takada-chan, who hold on. They don't have a Wikipedia page. I gotta look them up. I think I know what arc she's from, but I don't know what like she did, but that's weird. That's wild that she's that high. Then it's Panda, then Geto, a character from the prequel manga, Gege Akutami himself, and then at number 18 is Quitting Waiter.
Damn, he almost beat the mangaka. That's pretty good.
You know who's right below the Quitting Waiter and the bakery girl, whose name is not, whose name is also not given? Fucking Jogo.
What?
Jogo's number 20.
He doesn't deserve that. My rating is very different.
I'm trying to see who like one of the lower. I'm trying to see who the lowest ranked character that you know
better
is.
Be the licking guy.
Let's see who is a very low ranking. Itadori's grandpa is number 60 on this list with 73 votes.
No, I put Itadori's grandpa in my mid tier for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Orochi the snake, 52nd.
Oh. That's too bad. Yeah. He died.
It is too bad.
I guess he's exactly like the grandpa. He was in one scene and then exploded. We're so sad about the snake who died, definitely. Yeah,
the snake. R.I.P. to the snake, grandpa, Itadori.
Itadori died. Take the R.I.P. back because he's alive again. He doesn't deserve it.
P.I.R. Itadori Yuji.
Alright, so we're in the cafe with the rude guys, and Gojo the volcano head says,
Jogo.
I want to... Oh, Jogo, you're right. Do you think that's on purpose, that their names are backwards of each other?
Possibly. I don't know.
I don't know what it means. But yeah, Jogo is the volcano head guy.
Yeah.
And he says he wants to kill Gojo.
Yeah.
And Geto says, you can't do it, bro. No. You're pathetic. You're a loser. You have to put him in this cube.
You have to put him in prison realm.
Yeah, prison realm cube. Put him in it like a Pokeball.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh,
it would be funny to catch him like a Pokeball.
Satoru Gojo, I choose you.
And he does his fucking nutty attacks.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jogo is like, how strong do you think I am?
How many fingers strong is Jogo?
Geto says he's 8 or 9. Wow. Which is pretty good.
That's a lot of fingers.
That's stronger than Sukuna is right now. So that's pretty impressive. And then he says, oh yeah, watch me show off my power. And he individually sets on fire every person in the cafe.
Yeah, this is so much scarier than it is in the manga. In the manga, this is like a 3-panel thing. Like, the waiter walks over, says, excuse me, can I get you anything? Explodes in the flame, and then everyone else in the restaurant also explodes. And then that's it. It's done in like 3 panels. But in this, it's like genuinely scary. Like, Jogo does get some scary shit to do in the manga, but like, damn, burning to death sucks.
Yeah, he like burns everyone to death, and there's like one lady who's like watching it all happen, and she tries to crawl out the door last, and she explodes too. And Geto the whole time is like being twisted evil, unimpressed guy. He's like, you're making so much smoke happen. I'm glad we didn't go to an expensive restaurant. This is so cringe of you.
The first waiter that gets exploded by the fire, when he turns into just like a standing pillar of fire, he is just completely 100% caked up.
Yeah, the outline of his ass is distinct.
Yeah. Why are you working as a waiter? You could be throwing it back.
You don't know what he does on his nights.
Yeah.
This is supporting his true hobby. You'll never know his true backstory.
He died because he was not making it clap in the club.
I can't believe he was a nasty little thotty, but he didn't die for making it clap.
He distinctly died because he did not make... If he had made it clap, Geto never would have gone into his place of employ and exploded him.
Next, I think that's like the halfway point, right?
Yeah, that's when we get our eye catch.
Yeah, so then we get Fushiguro went to apologize to the mom of the guy that they saw in the prison who was like crying and made Itadori sad.
Yeah.
He says, sorry we couldn't save your son. My friend died. And she's like, I'm sad about it, but you don't need to apologize. Thank you for bringing me the name tag that you grabbed in a flashback that we didn't know about.
Yeah, there's a really old Tree Bro tweet that I thought about during this was the knocks on door. Mrs. Smith, I'm from Army. Your son got owned in Iraq. He showed great valor in the face of epic fail. Semper Fi or whatever.
Yeah, Fushiguro says Semper Funny or whatever.
Yeah. Don't say Semper Funny.
And then he's talking to Maki and he's like, do you have morals about saving people? And she says, fuck no. Don't ask me that again.
And then Kugasaki is like getting hammer tossed by Panda. And she's like, stop asking fucking interview questions, you piece of shit. Switch with me.
Yeah. They're like doing their sports training a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah. Maki like whips out her weapon and is like, all right, try and get a hit on me. And Fushiguro also has a weapon and they fight, but we don't see any of it.
Yeah, Itadori is doing his training in like a basement bunker with Gojo, and he's like, "I will teach you."
Yeah, this is just Gojo's house, in my opinion.
You think that's his house? Okay.
I have no way of knowing whether that's true or not.
This is his basement theater. This is Gojo's movie room.
Yeah.
And he says, "Okay, I'll teach you how cursed techniques work. Here's what cursed energy is, and here's my 2 soda cans. One of them I blasted and one of them I twisted. Do you understand?" And Itadori says, "No, I don't." So his metaphor is that cursed energy is electricity and cursed techniques are appliances. Now you understand.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's like you can like that's what made the curse so scary to Fushiguro in episode 3 or episode 4, because he's like, that wasn't like a technique or anything. That was just like that. It was the equivalent of like someone, I don't know, like sucking you with a vacuum versus like someone just like shooting electricity out of their fingertips.
Wow, I wouldn't want anyone to suck me with a vacuum.
Little Jimmy Jungin's father sucked me with a vacuum outside the bathroom, and I thought that he could win the competition without the vacuum. Well,
He shouldn't have done that.
sorry. Before the episode, we watched the I think you should leave Baby of the Year sketch thing. And like I have like a pathological need to return to that video every 3 weeks or so because it's so fucking funny.
Fushiguro is Baby of the Year because he said the sun was his big friend.
Kugisaki is Taffy Lee Fubbins.
Okay. So anyway, Itadori says, I want to learn cool anime techniques, and Gojo says, no. All curse techniques are innate from the moment you're born. So like 80% of everything you'll do as a Jujutsu sorcerer is determined by your birth, and I can't just teach you all my special moves.
Which is like 100% lie. Like it's not 100% lie, but like literally 10 seconds later, Gojo is like, you'll learn them later.
Well, no, because he says like it's true, but because Sukuna lives in you, eventually his techniques will be transferred to your body, so you'll be able to do all the things that he can do.
Right? Yeah. Right. Oh god, I just had a thought about what is going to happen because of Sukuna's curse techniques rubbing off on Yuji, and the first time that I see Itadori Yuji use Malevolent Shrine by his own damn self, I will just fucking like I will be just absolutely raving.
Just pogging like the guys on the couch.
Yes, I will be all four of them.
Anyway, Itadori like melts into a little Paper Mario man.
Yeah, he looks like you remember that old Tumblr comic from Ponyo where it's like Ponyo loves ham.
Yeah.
Ponyo loves the kid. Ponyo loves revolution. He looks like that.
Itadori loves to do a Kamehameha, but he will never.
Yeah,
do it.
Itadori says that he wishes he could do a spirit gun or a bankai or a Rasengan or a Dodanrei or a Kamehameha, and it's very So I talked with you about this a couple of weeks ago, but This was a very revealing fact for me, which is Jujutsu Kaisen takes place in the manga at the very least, takes place in 2018, and we can assume about the same of the anime, like around the same time. And Satoru Gojo is age 28 at the start of this series, which means that in the mid to late 2000s he was a teenager. And you know what else was on the air in the mid to late 2000s?
Naruto, real TV show that exists in the canon.
Naruto, real TV show, which absolutely exists in this universe, and we know it because Itadori says Rasengan. So you know what this means? It means that this is not at all canon, but I'm choosing to make it canon because Satoru Gojo 100% based his fit off of Kakashi.
It's canon. He's Kakashi on purpose.
He's doing Kakashi on purpose.
He said, damn, this could be me, and now it is.
He said, I'm going to do this on concrete. Check this out.
So what are the other shows that those attacks are from? One of them is Bleach.
Yeah, Bleach is Bankai. Spirit Gun is Yu Yu Hakusho, which is... That's a really good one for him to like. Like, that's how you know he's a real fan. What else did he say? He said Dodanrei, that's also Dragon Ball Z. Dodanrei is... I think that's one of Piccolo's moves.
And Kamehameha is, of course, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, of course. I think, you know, it'd be really funny if he said, like, I want to do Manchester Smash.
Wait, no, he says he wants to do a power bomb. And Gojo is like, yeah, you could do a power bomb like the wrestler, right?
Eddie told me, I was talking to Eddie, friend of the pod, future guest of the pod, Eddie, and he was like, yeah, that's, he said, he knew that Gojo knew that the Thunder Pyre power bomb was Atsushi Onita's finisher, and so you know he's a wrestling fan.
Yeah, he's like, he's referencing like a real Japanese pro wrestler, which is hilarious.
It's really good. Not in the manga, by the way. I should say none of those cultural references are in the manga.
Wait, not even any of the anime moves?
He doesn't say any of the... hold on, let me check. He might say Kamehameha, but he definitely does not say Spirit Gun or Dodanrei or Bankai or Rasengan.
I love that Itadori is just like a shonen fan. This is the genre he likes.
It's honestly really funny that he's like just been a big fan of shonen, and then he's like, oh fuck, I am a shonen.
I think I'll become shonen protagonist.
Okay. No innate talent. He says he wanted to use thunder or fire, maybe a power bomb.
Oh, that's all? Okay. This anime wins for this part.
Yeah, he does not say anything about the anime.
Alright. Anime confirmed better than the manga. Sara in shambles. Okay, so the training that Itadori has to do here is Gojo gives him a funny little bear, and he says you need to give him a consistent amount of curse energy, because The important thing for Jujutsu sorcerers is to have good control of their emotions, because your emotions are tied to your curse attack.
Yeah.
So you need to have consistent control and output of your energy no matter what emotions you're having. So you will watch funny movie.
Yeah, you'll watch Adam Sandler 50 First Dates, and if you cannot feel emotions, and if you can just feel regular through the cursed energy, you'll be fine. And he says this is important because, like, Itadori is, like, getting all fucking sad about the fact that he won't be able to do, like, Kamehamehas and stuff, and Gojo's like, listen, the curse technique isn't that important. Like, I'm much more scared of someone with, like, with knowing how to use cursed energy than I am of someone who's got a really good but unrefined curse technique.
Yeah, you gotta work on your fundamentals.
Yeah,
he says.
Work on your funny mentals.
Your funny mental, make it strong.
Yeah.
Anyway, this bear will punch you if you're not doing it right.
And then, like, it's another one of the principles, like little what is it? Like, cursed corpses, I think it's called.
Yeah, they call them cursed corpses, which I don't like, and is not what they look like.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
They are stuffed animals. They're not actually like corpses, but they call them that because I'm not sure.
It's just a funny bear with boxing gloves.
Yeah.
I don't know why it has a curse. And Itadori says, this is cute. And Gojo says, what? It's cute? I don't know why he's so surprised. It is pretty cute.
It is pretty cute is the thing. It's a cute little bear with boxing glove hands.
Oh yeah. They talk now about, like, oh, your curses make you, your angry emotion makes you strong. That's why Fushiguro is so good at doing the curses, because he's always fucking pissed off. And Gojo says no, and then it transitions back to what Fushiguro is up to.
Yeah, because Fushigiro's like, I just felt really annoyed for some reason.
He senses it, yeah. This is the classic anime joke of sneezing when someone talks about you or whatever. So, Fushiguro says, I would love to use a curse weapon, Maki, just like you, but I need my gay little hands free at all times to summon a puppy or some such.
Yeah, to summon dick butt, to summon bunker.
Yeah. And he says, Maki, how do you hold all your weapons? And she says, I have the panda carry them for me. And he flexes.
The panda. I love the panda. I don't get why you hate the panda. Like,
I don't trust the panda.
Okay. Hater.
You say hater, but when the panda does a sex crime in chapter 130, who's gonna look stupid?
When the panda reaches inside Fushiguro Megumi and just rips him in half hot dog style, then I will feel ashamed of my words and deeds.
Yeah. The panda will, like, go to the zoo and be like, oh, those pandas are so sexual, and we'll all feel really uncomfortable about it. Except for me, who will be vindicated.
That would be pretty messed up if the panda was like, oh, sexual panda. Your own sexual panda.
Cancelled. Okay, so Fushiguro says, Sukuna said that I was nutty with it, so that must mean I am. I will now use my special powers to reach into the ground, and I'll explain this some other time.
Yeah. But basically what it is like, Maki is like, yeah, there are, like, some Shikigami users who can store their weapons in their Shikigami, but, like, that takes a lot of effort, and you need to be, like, actually connected with your things, which you really can't get if you're using charms. But since Fushiguro doesn't use charms, he's just like, well, what if I tried this? And he, like, sticks his fingers into the concrete where his shadow is, and they, like, go an inch or two in, and he's like, hey, I think I can do it, actually. And that's all we get for them for this episode.
Yeah, we don't learn more about this.
He gets some extra storage space, and he's got the Resident Evil 4 attache case XL.
And he's gonna organize it perfectly.
And then we see Kugisaki hunting for her tracksuits in Harajuku, and she's like, "Where's Urahara?" I actually looked this up. Urahara is like a small section of Harajuku, which is like a particularly like cool, like kind of like a Rodeo Drive type location.
Oh, okay. And that's all Kugisaki does in this episode. She gets thrown by a panda and then she goes shopping.
Yeah.
But this is her ideal life.
It is.
So I can't be mad.
Yeah, she loves to shop.
So then we see Itadori watching his movie, which is like a dramatic, like, bomb diffusing, which wire do you cut thing. And he's eating his chips and drinking his snack, and he's really sucked into it, and then the bear punches him because he wasn't concentrating enough.
Yep. Gets his ass.
And he gets mad, and he says, oh, you can't punch me while I'm drinking my soda. And Gojo says, well, don't drink the soda while you're watching then. He says, no, I need my chips and soda while you watch a movie at home. And Gojo says, that's true.
Unconscionable to eat chips while watching a movie, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know. Do they not have popcorn in Japan, do you think?
I looked this up, and like apparently snacks at the theater is not a very big thing in Japan, like the way that concessions are in the States. And I guess it makes sense that popcorn wouldn't really be a thing there, because I'm pretty sure popcorn was like an American invention by like the American film industry, because they were like, because people were like, I don't want to fucking hear, I don't want to go see Singing in the Rain, and my fucking dipshit ass seat neighbor, guy sitting 2 seats down from me, is just like going to town on these like crunchy ass chips. And so they invented popcorn, which is a snack you can have that's not very loud to chew.
Capitalism at it again.
Yeah. Well, I think listen, not to hand it to capitalism, but
we like popcorn.
But popcorn is like, listen, capitalism made one good thing, and that's popcorn.
You get one, capitalism.
Yeah, but then Gojo's like, oh, hey, by the way, did you talk to Sukuna while you were dead?
And Itadori's like, huh? I guess I did talk to him, but I don't remember what we talked about. And Gojo is incredibly suspicious of this, but he doesn't really say anything. He says, I see, which is funny when the mask is on, because he doesn't.
And then he, like, fucks off.
Yeah, he gets in his chauffeured car to go talk to the principal.
Yeah.
And then he says, actually, leave me right here on the mountain road and drive away.
Yeah. See you, Jichi.
Yeah, goodbye.
And then,
this is not a trick. You have to leave me here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forehead flick you. Don't worry.
And then Jogo says, hello, it's my time to fight. And jumps down and, like, tries to attack him, but Gojo's too fast and jumps out of the way and is like, who the fuck are you? And that's the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm. This Juju stroll is... I kind of don't understand this one, I'll be
honest.
It starts with a funny pun, which is Gojo Satoru Go Go Jojo, where he's playing Go.
Yeah.
And he's Gojo.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, it's time to check on my students. Oh, this one's watching movies. He's having a tough time of it. And then, like, does some fucking, like...
He says, okay, imagine this scenario. You're walking down a college row and you see a bunch of college boys. They look at you but don't say anything. You want to kill them, don't you? What do you do?
And then Itadori just says, "Shut the fuck up."
It's the right answer.
It's the first Juju stroll to like not get a full on belly laugh out of me, I have to admit.
I did think like the format of it was pretty funny. Like it was like some sort of like high school like video.
Yeah, it's in 4x3 format. It's great.
Yeah.
But the rest of it is meh.
If I saw a bunch of college boys looking at me and not saying anything, I think I would want to kill them.
Are you ready for today? Are you ready for today's Juju Corner?
Yes.
The first one we have today is Nue, a winged Shikigami that can be summoned through the 10 Shadows technique.
I'm shaking my head. We don't like him.
I love Nue, but okay.
I like that he has thunder attack. I like that when he and Fushiguro crashed, he was like acting kind of baby with it. Mm-hmm. I don't like his nasty face.
Oh, this is, looking at this page, it is reminding me of something, I think it was in the manga that was not in the anime, when Sukuna did his big double-handed smash on, his big volleyball spike on Fushiguro, when Sukuna did that to him, Nue, like, shielded Fushiguro with its wing, and that absorbed a lot of the blow.
Alright, he's uncancelled.
Yeah.
I like him now.
Nue has the appearance of an owl-like bird with large orange feathered wings with white trim, as well as a white mask on its head. Megumi summons the 10 Shadows technique by clasping his hands together to form the shape of a pair of wings. The shadow puppet of the wings summons Nue to rest on his arm. Megumi uses Nue to increase his own mobility. Nue can fly at great speeds, even while carrying Megumi around. Thanks to Nue's speed and the mobility granted to him, Megumi was able to effectively maneuver through the detention center where Nobara was trapped by curses and rescue her in time. On offense, Megumi uses Nue as support, ordering it to fly around and attack only when the opponent is vulnerable. When Megumi fought Sukuna hand-to-hand, Nue circled the duel and struck Sukuna multiple times while he was bound by Orochi. It's also useful for defense in a pinch. Nue's speed and dense wings allow for a powerful defense against physical attacks. Nue showed this ability by defending Megumi from a direct hit by Sukuna. However, Nue was unable to continue fighting after it and was called back by Megumi.
I don't like that the wiki calls him Megumi.
I'm just reading. This is the Wikipedia. They call him by his first name. They're friends with him.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I don't think the wiki is that close to him. It also reminds me that I think it's very funny that everyone calls him Sukuna, which is his first name, which is very familiar, because we do know his last name.
Right, but like, if I ate the finger of Jesus Christ, and then Jesus Christ overtook my body. I mean, it is Japanese. It is different with names, but like, would you call him Christ? Or would you, when he took over my body, would you call me Christ or would you call me Jesus?
A lot of people call him Christ. I think most people would call you Christ, honestly. Like, I'm not even, like, just trying to support my point.
You know, you might be onto something with that, actually. I might have to...
It's just funny that they call him Sukuna when we know his name is Ryumen.
I might have to cede the point to you on that. Our other member of the Juju Corner today is the Great Serpent Orochi.
No, the Great Serpent exploded.
It's a Shikigami technique used by Megumi Fushiguro to summon a giant snake. Great Serpent is a large snake with black marks around its eyes, back, and running down its body. It also has a unique mark on its forehead. Megumi summons Orochi by shaping one of his hands into the shadow puppet of a snake's head using his fingers. As a result, the Ten Shadows technique summons Orochi from Megumi's shadow. Great Serpent was ripped apart and killed by Sukuna.
F. We didn't really talk about it, but the shadow puppet for summoning the snake looks very funny. It's just like when you make like the talking mouth with your hands.
Yeah. Great Serpent can be used as a surprise attack by attacking from underneath its target. It also binds its target by holding them in its mouth.
What is the frog does that too, though? I think it's fine that we lost the snake. I think the snake was not bringing enough to the table. It is very sad he died, but it's okay.
Yeah, we'll miss him.
I won't miss him.
I will.
But it's sad that he exploded. If Fushiguro is sad about it, then I'm sad.
Dar reptile hater.
The snake, the thing about the snake is that it reminds me too much of the evil snake guy from Naruto.
From Naruto? Yeah, Orochimaru.
Yeah, he has snakes that look like almost just like that, I think.
Yeah, and also the snake is Orochi.
Yeah, but I feel like Orochimaru is named that because of his snake thing.
Yeah, because of his snake-like capabilities.
Yeah, so I'm fine with the snake being gone because that guy from Naruto is nasty.
Yeah. Now we're out of the Juju Corner, and now we're into the question zone.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear the questions. I didn't look at them, so I could be surprised.
Breaking news! Itadori Yuji, the son from Jujutsu Kaisen, is a nasty little thoughty, and he just died from making a clap on Instagram. Ask us your questions, tell them what anime moves you want to do. So at Slitherbite, artist of the show, Ong Yen, wants to know, what animes does Itadori watch? So obviously we know that he watches Yu Yu Hakusho, Bleach, Naruto, and Dragon Ball. What else does he watch?
So from this, I gather that he just likes whatever normie shonen is on. So I think that he likes My Hero Academia.
Yep.
I think he likes Boruto, of course.
Does he like Jujutsu Kaisen?
I think that he would if it was possible for him to watch it.
Yeah, okay. What animes does Fushiguro and Kugasaki like though? Let's round this one out.
I think Kugasaki... God, I don't really know that many kinds of anime. I don't think she would like sports anime. I don't think she would like shonens. I don't really think she would like romances.
I think she would like some sports anime. I think I can see Kugasaki like enjoying a Haikyuu.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Let me think. What other kinds of anime are there? All right, here. Okay, listen to me on this one. Fushiguro is a big Magical Girl fan.
I could see Fushiguro being very into Madoka.
Just like specifically Madoka?
Yeah, because he likes that it's depressing.
Oh. Okay. Okay, here we go. Kugasaki is not a huge anime watcher, but she does love tokusatsu shows. She loves her Kamen Riders. She loves her Sentai shows.
Oh, that would be cute. Sure.
She likes Ultraman.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. At Marshmallow asks, what's the best way to make your animal friend smell good for when you give it a big sniffy? Give it a bath, but also, according to this, Febreze it.
I wouldn't Febreze my dog, is what I'm gonna say.
I don't think Asher would like that.
No.
I don't think Orlando would either.
No, I think a cat would definitely hate that.
Yeah.
I think, usually you want to give your pet a bath. I don't think that Fushiguro can give his pets a bath. Maybe they become clean in the goop dimension that they go to when they melt.
Maybe they only become clean when, like, he takes a shower.
That would be funny.
So, like, I'm really liking the idea of, like...
You have to clean your shadow? Yeah, like in fucking Peter Pan.
Well, what I was thinking was, they had to, like, fight the demon dogs had to fight a curse in a water park, and then for the rest of the day, Fushiguro's shadow smells like wet dog.
That's pretty good to me.
Yeah, I'm liking it. And upwardly mobile millennial clown at Gigantic Larry says, if you could physically transform into a 2D meme face, which one would it be?
Ooh. A 2D meme face is the hard part, because everyone knows about me that my favorite meme face is Pog.
Yeah, but that's a 3D meme face.
That one is not. Yeah, that's not 2D. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with that one of like the guy looking like optimistic and doing like a big thumbs up.
That one is good.
That classic rage face.
I like that guy. Yeah, I like that guy. Just looking at the other emojis that I use a lot of the time, I'll go with the guy taking off his glasses.
My God.
Yeah. I feel that way very often.
Me too. And that's it for questions.
All right.
Thank you very much to Matt, GameCube, and Noisepace.xyz for hosting this and so many other great podcasts. Thank you to Noah Geist for our intro and outro music, which is Lost in the Bug Snacks. Fucking banger track. Support them on Bandcamp, noahgeist.bandcamp.com. Our cover art was done by friend of the show Anyen at Kalolifair Art. We have the link in our Twitter, I think, somewhere, or the link's in the show notes or something. You can find the link if you need to find it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's it for show notes. We're at special grade snacks on Twitter, but there's no vowels in grade.
And then next week will be the last week of doing it weekly.
Yeah, after next week, we'll go every other week. So next week, tune in for episodes 7 and 8, which we haven't even seen episode 8 yet.
Yeah, 8 isn't even out yet.
Yeah.
So we don't even know what happens.
Well, I mean...
Well, Sarah knows.
You don't know what happens.
Well, I'll look forward to it.
Yeah. And until next time...
Enjoy your snacks.
Enjoy your snacks.